We are here with Mattie Betts. She is a physical therapist, and you do CrossFit.
I do, yes.
So how did you start CrossFitting?
So I actually started, I've been in all sorts of fitness for a long time, and a friend of mine who started treating CrossFitters contacted me. He's like, listen, we are overflowing with these CrossFitters that need help, and we know you've always been in fitness, can you come over? So I actually started treating CrossFitters and then watching the workouts, and I was like, I have to do this. This looks so fun.
And so when did you want to become a physical therapist?
Well, it was a progression. So my undergraduate is in exercise physiology, and I worked in personal training and strength conditioning for a long time. And my clients would get injured or hurt, just normal things that happen with fitness people. And they would go see a physical therapist to fix that issue, and they'd come back to me and they'd say, I can't run, I can't squat. And they said, just don't lift overhead. And I said, that doesn't make sense. Like, these are the same exercises that they should be doing with you, and I want to be doing with you. That has to be a better way. So I worked as a personal trainer from 2005 to 2007. And then decided, well, I'm going to have to go back to physical therapy school and figure out how to do this myself and kind of bridge that gap between a fitness athlete, somebody that wants to stay fit and not just a normal everyday person that wants to go up and down the stairs, and somebody that wants to do something a little bit different. So I kind of had to like forge my own way and mash those two things together.
So us CrossFitters are always looking for answers for those nagging injuries that are hanging around. So how do you start with a CrossFitter?
So a lot of it has to do with when you started CrossFit, what your activity level was before that, so that we can come in and meet you and be like, hey, listen, if you played sports your whole life and came to CrossFit, then you're used to this. But if you started CrossFit, you're like, hey, in 2021, I want to get in shape and never really worked out before you started CrossFit, that's a whole different ballgame. So it takes a lot of understanding the history of a CrossFitter and what they've come from to understand what their body can handle. Because when you walk into CrossFit, you don't think that if you haven't hung on a bar since you're in 8th grade on the playground, that your 40-year-old shoulders might hurt when you hang on a bar now. And so getting people to understand that this is pretty, like even at the start, something pretty aggressive, and it's that we can all do it. We just have to start to dose it in appropriate fashion, and I've really kind of figured out how to meet a person where they're at and get them to be able to tolerate any level of CrossFit they want, and then progress them forward. It's been really fun to watch them succeed that way.
So how often is it that we engage the wrong muscles in fitnessing, that then we have to work on those, strengthen those, and relearn the movement?
Yeah, it's really interesting that I think a lot of people that come to me, sometimes I'm like, how have you been doing this? I don't even, like I ask them in a thruster, like what burns when you do a thruster? And they're like, it should be your legs. Like your legs should really hurt when you do a thruster or quads. And they just have no idea. So sometimes even just learning the basic muscles that it takes to do these exercises, number one, and then a lot of times I'm introducing things like glutes, rotator cuff, pecs, triceps, things that you just wouldn't ever think about in CrossFit. And once you get those little accessory things going, they just fill in the gaps and everything moves so much smoother.
So you've really built your business around the CrossFit world.
Yeah.
And you actually do your treatments at CrossFit gyms.
Yes, yes. It's a great one-stop shop situation. I know for myself that the less I have to drive, the less I have to go out of the way my day, it's so convenient. So if I can go straight from my 6:30 a.m. Workout to a 7:30 a.m. Physical therapy session, that's easy. One-stop shop out the door, and we've really tried to kind of work this into a situation where it doesn't have to be more than once a week if it's something major, once a month if it's something just upkeep, because CrossFitters are the people that are gonna do their home exercises. You give them an accessory workout to do and they love it. So these are not people that you've just seen all the time, so it's really kind of a great fit that we're in the gym, they see us like once a week, if not once a month, and then we just progress them forward.
So now that we talked about ordinary CrossFitters, we're going to finish up with, you are here for a purpose this week.
Yeah.
And that is that one of your clients is actually competing this week.
Yes.
And how does that look different?
It's funny because a lot of it looks the same as a normal CrossFitter, but the thing is that she obviously Kristi O'Connell has to perform on such a level this weekend, and everything has to be perfect. So what we went with her was about 5 months before the game, if not 6, she came to me and said, I want you on my team. I want to see you every week. What can we do to be better? And it's that every joint, the more clean it moves, every muscle, every accessory muscle, the stronger it is, the better your mobility, everything just moves smoother. It's less effort in every movement. So that was our main goal with her, and then it was to keep her healthy. Every little just nick that came up, bumps and bruises, nothing major has happened this season. It's really been a fun process with her. And then while we're here, we just every night work together. A lot of just parasympathetic nervous system stuff at night, calming her down so she sleeps good, making sure mobility is good for the next day. Can her shoulders go overhead with ease so she can toe to bar 90 times unbroken, things like that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mattie, for joining us.
You're welcome.
And good luck to Kristi this weekend.
Absolutely. We are cheering so hard.
Thank you.